Awesome, so we have a very special snake for y'all here today. We have another native snake species. If you guys would like to say hi to Darwin, he is a gray rat snake. Now, as we said when we were talking about Rex and cornbread, about snakes that are arboreal, this is probably the most arboreal snake we have here in Alabama. These guys love to climb trees. People will ask us all the time, there was a snake climbing my wall the other day, getting in between the bricks. I'm like, it's a gray rat snake. These guys are really incredible snakes, and they are very common around here. This is, Darwin is full grown, so this is probably as big as they will get. I have not measured him. He's probably around 5 feet, you would say. He's a big boy. So Darwin has a really cool story. If you have ever been to the Turkey Creek Nature Preserve, hi. Sorry, he startled me. I saw him out of the corner of my eye. So he was actually hatched at Turkey Creek Nature Preserve by the manager there, Charles Yeager. And when Charles Yeager hatched him and raised him a little bit, he actually donated him to an environmental center located in Montevallo called the Cahaba Environmental Center. And that is actually where I met Darwin. We used to be educators there together. And then in the summer of 2019, the Cahaba Environmental Center sadly had to close. He went to help open an environmental center in Knoxville, Tennessee. And once that center got opened, they offered for Darwin to come back to Alabama. So Darwin rejoined the Alabama team in the fall of 2021. That was last year, right? 2021. And he has been a wonderful, wonderful addition. We had a very tearful reunion. He is around 8 years old, so he's about middle-aged, but he has been around humans his whole life. Now, do you want me to go into why a lot of people don't have these guys? Or so, gray rat snakes, they do make good educators. Now, you won't see a lot of gray rat snakes in reptile programs because they can be a little sassy. We like to say, we don't want to say mean, they can just be a little sassy. So they do make amazing additions to your team though with regular handling. So Darwin has been regularly handled ever since he was hatched. And as you see, he is a very, very sweet addition to our team. Hello, Darwin. Hi. So he is a little on the yellow side. So these guys tend to be a little more grayish, but he just is our unique gray rat snake where he has a little more yellow coloration. Hey, buddy.
So do snakes scare you?
So I'll be real with y'all, we're friends here. I actually used to be very afraid of snakes, and now I'll be honest, I still have a little fear there because that fear is instilled in us from an early age. And so, I mean, snakes, sorry, he's so cute. So snakes are usually associated with villains. If you ever watch Disney movies in the Jungle Book, there was the snake that tried to eat Mowgli. And so I was very hesitant when I met Darwin. And so when people say, why are you not scared of them anymore? There's always that one animal that changes it all. And for me, it was Darwin. You're gonna make me cry because I love the snakes so much. But he showed me that snakes aren't that scary. It's the fear of the unknown that we have. Once we get to know them and know how special they are, they're not really that scary. Right, Darwin? Yeah.
Downright friendly.
Oh, and he's another animal that knows who Erin is. Like, I go to him and he's like, I'm sorry, who are you? You know, but Erin gets in there and it's like, you know.
We were apart for about 2.5 years, and when I went to go get him, it was like no time had passed.
Oh,
So
he remembered you. Wow.
He's my boy.
This snake will stay with Erin forever.
Yes.
I hope that Erin is not for sharing, but it's not for sharing. I hope that Erin never leaves Oak Mountain, but if she were to ever move on to bigger, greater things, I would totally understand if Darwin went with her, because I never want them to be separated again. So once you have an education animal that kind of changes things for you, they're special to you. So
You have the one that you really connect with. For you, it's Rex, Possum.
Yeah.
For me, for the past almost 4 years, it's been Darwin.
Yeah.
Yeah. He loves to hide in couch cushions. He used to live, it was the Cahaba Environmental Center was residential environmental education, just like Camp McDowell. Camp McDowell helped open it. I actually used to work there as well. And he lived in the house with me and the other educators, and we loved to have him explore, and people were like, you have a snake in your living room? We're like, it's totally normal. And he loves to get in couch cushions. He's very curious.
Oh, God.
Hey, big boy. Yeah. Now that y'all got me crying over a snake.
Hello, man.
I love him. I'm so happy he's back.
This is great, Erin. You're not just showing us the snake, you're actually showing us that he's your friend. You're bonding right here on the cameras. This is really a great demonstration for us.
Yes, Darwin is a very dear friend of mine. He is not my pet, he is my coworker. And I am very, very grateful every day that I get to take care of him. Now, he's a really funny snake, honestly. He is really excited about food. That's another thing we have in common. And so we always say, like, oh, the snake's a good eater, not a great eater. Now, he is a very amazing, great eater. That was a lot of adjectives, but he really is. So much, in fact, that now we do not feed live mice because all of our animals are raised by humans, so they've never hunted. So to prevent them getting hurt trying to hunt it, or the mouse biting them and that getting infected, he's just resting on my finger, super cute. We do frozen, and so we put them in a special tub to feed in because we don't want to feed them in their tanks, because when their tank opens and one of our hands comes in to get them, we want them to associate that with being handled, not with being fed, because we don't want to risk us getting bit, because if our snakes ever bite us, it is our fault, not theirs, because we want them to feel safe. And so I had put him in his feeding bin, and he was so excited about food that before I could get his mouse to him, his tail flashed in his vision, and he bit his tail. So, you know, he's cute anyways, right guys? Right, bud?